Hello, movie lovers. Welcome to Does It Hold Up? Oscar Redux, where I pretend to go back in time and redo Academy Awards from the past to tell you who I think should have won 9 of the major awards on that given night. With me, as always, is Emily, the disembodied voice, who we are very close to getting her to come join us on camera to discuss who she would pick in some of these categories. We're only like a year or two away. She wanted to make sure that she waited until we got to a year where she's very comfortable talking about all of those movies. Quick little side note here before we get into the episode for 2017. Last week I put out 2016 and I got a lot of comments basically calling me stupid and that I'm terrible and a bunch of other stuff. Welcome to the internet, right? Yeah, no, that's not the place here. We don't do that on this channel because there's just no excuse for it. This is literally an opinion show. I tell you who I think should have won. It's okay that you have a different opinion, that you really like that movie that I said I didn't like or thought was terrible, but it is not okay to personally attack me or anyone else because you don't agree with it. And if you say stuff like that on this channel, one, I'm going to respond and I will probably embarrass you with words because you're gonna be out of your league. Secondly, you will then get blocked because there's just no place for that. This is literally just opinions. If you want to have a different one, please let me know in the comments. I ask you guys to let me know. But keep it nice, keep it polite, keep it kind. Okay, we're ready to get into the show. We're going to 2017, and the first category we are going to talk about is...
We are starting with actress in a supporting role. The nominees this year were Viola Davis, Fences; Naomi Harris, Moonlight; Nicole Kidman, Lion; Octavia Spencer, Hidden Figures; and Michelle Williams, Manchester by the Sea. The winner, Viola Davis, Fences.
I love Viola Davis. Fences is a great movie. She's a great actress. I understand why they picked her, but I'm going to go a different route because Hidden Figures was maybe one of the best movies of this year, and Octavia Spencer was probably the best part of it. Taraji P. Henson was amazing. Mahershala Ali, amazing. Like, all great performances, but I noticed the scenes that I cared about most were the ones starring Octavia Spencer because she really just made me feel for that character, and she really put her heart and soul into it, and I know she's won an award before, so let's go ahead and give her another one. Octavia Spencer.
Actress in a leading role. The nominees this year were Isabelle Huppert, Elle; Ruth Negga, Loving; Natalie Portman, Jackie; Emma Stone, La La Land; and Meryl Streep, Florence Foster Jenkins. The winner, Emma Stone, La La Land.
Okay, here we go. Here's where all the hate comments are going to come in now, because I'll tell you right now, up front, I don't like La La Land. I thought the movie was incredibly boring. I thought the performances were very overdone. I don't think anything about this movie is really all that great compared to what obviously the Academy thought with the awards that it won on this night, and what a lot of people thought considering they assumed it was going to win every award on the evening. I'm not a fan of La La Land. Emma Stone is good in the movie, but I don't think she's great. I'm actually giving the award to Isabelle Huppert because in Elle, she is amazing. She is, I mean, that's her best performance of her entire career, and she 100% deserved this. Everybody else in the category is really good. She's just a step above.
Actor in a supporting role. The nominees this year were Mahershala Ali, Moonlight; Jeff Bridges, Hell or High Water; Lucas Hedges, Manchester by the Sea; Dev Patel, Lion; and Michael Shannon for Nocturnal Animals. The winner, Mahershala Ali, Moonlight.
Ooh, this is a stacked category. Literally any of these 5 could have won, and you can make a very compelling case for any of them. But I'm going to agree with the Academy here and give it to Mahershala Ali for Moonlight because it's stellar. Like, people knew who Ali was prior to this year, but this is the year that he really kind of stepped up and proved what he was as an actor, and to play this very specific role in this movie takes a lot that I don't know if a lot of other actors would be able to do, and so I think they made the right choice. But again, you could tell me you picked any of these nominees and I'd probably say, yeah, that's a hell of a choice.
Actor in a leading role. The nominees this year were Casey Affleck, Manchester by the Sea; Andrew Garfield, Hacksaw Ridge; Ryan Gosling, La La Land, Viggo Mortensen, Captain Fantastic, and Denzel Washington, Fences. The winner, Casey Affleck, Manchester by the Sea.
Again, a category with some very heavy hitters in it. Like, holy crap, there is so much talent in this category. But I don't think Casey Affleck is the winner here. I think his performance in Manchester by the Sea is good, not great. He's been better in other movies. I think the movie elevated him more than he elevated the movie, if that makes any sense, really. So I'm taking the award away from him because I'm giving it to Andrew Garfield for Hacksaw Ridge. This is a man that had kind of lost his way when he did the Amazing Spider-Man movies, and people forgot what an actual talent he is, how good of an actor he actually is. Maybe. I know there's a lot of you out there like, no, we've loved him forever. That's awesome. I too appreciate him. But in this movie specifically, he's incredible. The movie itself, I think, is just okay. I think Mel Gibson does a good job as director. I think the story is just okay. But Garfield really elevates the entire project, unlike the winner, Casey Affleck. So I'm giving it to Andrew Garfield. It just makes the most sense.
Moving on to Writing Original. The nominees this year were Hell or High Water, La La Land, The Lobster, Manchester by the Sea, and 20th Century Women. The winner, Manchester by the Sea.
Yeah, it's a fantastic script. It really is. I think it's a little too depressing for its own good, and I understand that's really what the movie was going for. But for me, sometimes that can take me out of a movie, and no matter how well the movie is written, it's just layer upon layer of depression, and sometimes it gets a little too old and too quickly, and so you lose your way a little bit. So I'm actually taking the award away from Manchester by the Sea because I'm giving the award to The Lobster. This is one of the best movies I watched that entire year in 2016. Everything about this movie is fantastic, but the story is where it really stands out. It's a wacky, crazy idea. And yet somehow it works because the way it's written just makes everything so grounded and so real that it feels like they could be your neighbors. This is something that you could participate in, and it all starts with that wonderful script.
Writing Adapted. The nominees this year were Arrival, Fences, Hidden Figures, Lion, and Moonlight. The winner, Moonlight.
Moonlight is a fantastic movie, and this is not the last time that it's going to be brought up here on this show. But for this category, I'm going to take it away from Moonlight because I'm going to give it to Hidden Figures. I think this movie as a whole is just wonderful. And I don't think a lot of people went and saw it that probably should have seen it. And it didn't get as much of a following as maybe it deserved. And the performances are all great, but it's the story here that stands out. And the way they interlace all three of these different stories going, that's not an easy task for any writer. You know, even the best writers in the world can have a hard time when you're interlacing this many different stories with this hard of themes. So to be able to make it all work and put together such a good movie that's completely coherent in every possible way, they deserve this award. So I'm giving it to Hidden Figures.
Next is Best Directing. The nominees this year were Damien Chazelle, La La Land, Mel Gibson, Hacksaw Ridge, Barry Jenkins, Moonlight, Kenneth Lonergan, Manchester by the Sea, and Denis Villeneuve, Arrival. The winner, Damien Chazelle, La La Land.
Nope. Not for me. Not for me. I don't like La La Land. I might be the only person on the planet who doesn't like La La Land, and I think that's okay. I'm giving the award to Denis Villeneuve for Arrival. Is Arrival the best movie of the year? No, it's not. But Denis Villeneuve was the best director. This movie only works because of his vision and what he was able to do with that script. The script isn't anything special. Aliens come and the chick talks to him and they draw pictures. Like, that's not interesting really at all. And yet the way Villeneuve put it all together is one of the best sci-fi movies of the year, if not of the entire decade. So why wouldn't I give him the award? Plus, he just deserves it.
Best Animated Feature. The nominees this year were Kubo and the Two Strings, Moana, My Life as a Zucchini, The Red Turtle, and Zootopia. The winner? Zootopia.
Sure. You want to give it to Zootopia. I completely understand. The movie's really, really good. But I think there's one movie here that's incredible and really special, and that's Kubo and the Two Strings, who I'm giving the award to because I love this movie. I love the animation style. I think the studio Laika that made this movie has made so many incredible movies that just go underappreciated when they come out. I mean, excuse me, they might even be underappreciated as time goes on. I don't think anybody really goes back and watches things like The Box Trolls. But out of all the movies that Laika has made, this one is their best. The story, the animation, the voice acting, it all really came together to make a beautiful movie. And so I'm going to give it the award for Best Animated Feature.
And finally, Best Picture. The nominees this year were Arrival, Fences, Hacksaw Ridge, Hell or High Water, Hidden Figures, La La Land, Lion, Manchester by the Sea, and Moonlight. The winner, Moonlight.
The winner, La La Land. No, I'm just kidding. Absolutely not. And that's, if you guys don't remember, this is when they announced La La Land as the winner for this award. And then as they were all gathering on stage, the producer of La La Land looked at the card and was like, wait, we didn't win. It was Moonlight. And that's actually the right choice, is Moonlight. This story is incredible. The performances are incredible. The directing is incredible. Like, everything about this movie just works. And some of the other movies, they might have better cinematography, maybe better directing, things of that nature. But overall, this movie is the one that put it all together to make something beautiful. And for that reason, it 100% deserved the award. And I was really glad on the night, not just because I don't like La La Land, it's because I do think Moonlight truly earned this award by being the best movie of the year. So when they read the name, I was kind of disappointed. When they made the change and corrected it, I was ecstatic. And, it made for a great Oscar moment. And it gave the movie the award that it deserved. All right, that's it for the show this week of me going back to 2017 to tell you who I think should have won some of the major categories at the Academy Awards. Let me know in the comments below what you think about my picks, or if you disagree, that's okay. Let me know who you would have chosen instead. But remember, you can have a different opinion without being a complete jackass. Until I see you again, remember to be good to yourself, kind to others, and keep watching movies.